Hey, what's going on, traders? So, just wanted to run through the pairs real quick. Like I mentioned yesterday, we have a really short list for the week, but I did want to go ahead and touch on everything here. We see USD JPY is kind of pulling back right now. Go to the higher time frames, you can kind of see how it bounced off of the 200 EMA. It's pretty crazy. Let's see what it's doing on the weekly. Weekly is getting supported by the 50. And I've mentioned this a couple times. Sometimes the 200 and the 50 change places depending on where you are on time frame wise. So the 200 on the daily is the 50 on the weekly here. And yeah, let's just do the math and you can kind of figure that out. I'm usually making the comparison between the 4-hour 50 and the 1-hour 200. So you see that's kind of at play as well here, but it's above. So we got some pressure to the downside still, even though we pulled back, or at least tried to here. We're still kind of fighting through that. And I don't know what direction I think this is going to go. I don't know if it's really going to bounce up high, or if it has the ability to do so right now. But we'll continue to watch it, obviously. But no trade right now, and I'm not going to really look to kind of get into it for tomorrow. Once the pivot lines for tomorrow print. So USD CHF, I put a note in here that I was right about not wanting to take this longer because clearly there's an up move here and then a pullback to pivot. And then it just kept going through the pivot. So if I would have actually gotten into this, I would have missed out actually. So that looks like this exactly. And the stop loss would be up here, so we would have lost 1%. And like that was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. But so whenever I look at that, I'm like, wow, I'm glad I dodged a bullet. So what's that worth to you as a trader to be able to analyze and say, all right, I'm not going to take a position because it doesn't have a likelihood of actually working out, right? So we're overextended here on the higher time frame. Then on top of that, this is like a double top. Well, MACD doesn't look good on 4-hour, but that's not why I really made my decision yesterday. It was this MACD. You see this? Check it out. I didn't write it in, but I saw it and I acknowledged it silently. So there's double top price formation here, slightly down on the MACD short term. Long term, we're at a position to where we're mimicking the double top right in here, and there's no real strong bars that say we're going to continue in that direction. We were just kind of, I either thought we were going to go sideways for a little bit, indecisive, and we just didn't have like a strong reversal candle. So I didn't feel like we were going to like break through, but I definitely didn't. I didn't think we were going to drop necessarily, but I also didn't think we were necessarily going to break through completely. So with those things in mind, I decided to just watch it, and I was right about that, to not get in right then and there. This right here, though, this is a really, really good signal. It looks like we're going to drop down on this one, and we did. An ideal point to get in is, I mean, we're just breaching the key level here. So we went up and beyond that. I tried to catch it early, but it needed to do this. So now it's time to catch this and go down. Obviously today could have caught that. Yesterday maybe could have caught that. It's not 100% in my wheelhouse, but that would have been the safest instance. And then this is obviously the second safest right in here. Oops. Right there. So that's how that drop down would have looked. There's two plays here, and I can go ahead and write those in for you guys if you're following at home. This doesn't count though because I didn't identify it. I mean, it doesn't, like, this is just seeing the fastball. I didn't really swing on it here. I'd rather focus on where I swing. I like lining these up. I think y'all have noticed that, to show they're kind of like combo trades. I really want to emphasize that. And maybe my stop, I'll probably have a profit target right in here. Last time it kind of stagnated a bit. It's right in here. So you'll notice two things. Higher stop loss on this trade that kind of started the reversal, and then a tighter stop loss on the subsequent trade that actually gave me a better risk reward ratio. So we got a 5.3 versus a 3.3. You know, there you go. That should be a lesson for you right there. If it's not, then holler at me, hit me in the comments. Let me know what you're confused about there. Negative, we got this 50 EMA coming up, meeting it along with key level. We might bounce back. We'll see. If we do bounce back, maybe there's an entry with a tight stop that we can play on and take this down beyond it. I do think that we break this 50 EMA eventually. I just don't know if we break it on the first time touching it since we went up, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's the play on that one. NZD USD, healthy, incline, real healthy. We got out of this one and lost 0.2, but it just kept going. I don't know. I was watching this one, but I don't know if I have like a profit target. My profit target probably would be this first key level. I got way too many key levels on the daily chart. Wow. Anyways, this first key level. So if I were to say yes to that, I can't get in right here. Could have got in here. I wrote that in. The play would have looked like this. Yeah, 382. That's exactly how that would have played out, man. There's no entry here because it didn't pull back far enough with our strategy. This entry is kind of questionable because this is like the beginning of the reversal. Maybe we could have. I don't think there's even an entry right here, to be honest, man. I think we went up, higher high, and then we might have played off of a higher low. So this is a trend change. This is the play. It's a very nice play. But you're catching the very first move of the reversal, really. So what are the odds of you doing that? Let's be real. This is the same situation right in here, but we bled. So let me draw this in for you guys who are new or need to see that. This is how we bled. And then maybe my stop losses or my profit target would have been right in here because that's recent high. So 3% play, but you bleed a little bit. You almost bleed to 0.5% right here. A bit further. So less than 3. But yeah, that's how that would have looked. That's after the slider play and the incorrect prediction that we were going to go down for some reason. Why did I think that we were going to go down? Let's see. No reason. It looks like we're kind of... No, we're not no man's land. I'll draw a fib off of this area. Let's see if I can let me clean this up a little bit, y'all. Delete that. Alert. Something like this. Yeah. So we actually bounced from here. This is crazy right here. We got this extended trend line from way back here, channel line from way back, old. It's a daily chart, by the way. 50 EMA, the 50 fib level, and that white line all kind of cupped and held this right here. This play right here. So I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to delete it so that y'all can see, or I'm going to remove all the, so you can really look at it. This see what I'm saying? It's these two. Crazy bounce, man. Okay. Anyways, that's what that looks like. Super interesting. I love breaking it down to that extent. Is there a play for me right now? No, I don't see anything right now that I actually want to play, which is fine. All right, NZD CHF. I closed out early on this. I feel kind of stupid about that, but I was just really wanting to desperately lock in profit. I was doing bad last week, man. That's what happens when you overtrade. You screw up your winners too. Should have been 2.49, but you know, I'd take a win versus a questionable win whenever I'm doing too much, which is what was happening. So NZD CHF. I'm gonna look for a drop down so I can take this lower. I just don't know. Right now, the daily chart is not giving me signs. Today might close out and be kind of a sign of exhaustion, and then I'll look for like a reversal candle to take down. So I'm gonna be patient on that. Might be this week, might be next week. That's fine. NZD CAD, same situation. I'm gonna wait on this one. It looks like I already got into it. Yeah, I played this masterfully, I might add. That's for today. I closed that out today. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Just a quick play up. If I'm being real with you, I don't know why the hell I would. There's a pullback, but why would I do that whenever I feel like we're in a key level area? So I got lucky. And that happens. I got lucky. I feel like I rode this wave, and I hate riding the wave because the timing can be off. And I'd rather play the reversal as steam slows down and I can see it, you know, I can tell. All right, GBP pairs, next video. Peace.